My favorite Old Testament example is the story of Joseph. I mean, horrible things happened to this guy. He was sold off into slavery by his own brothers. He ended up in prison for a crime he did not commit. It would be easy to become bitter and throw in the towel, but Joseph did not. He used those experiences, hard as they were, to become a better person. And he needed to be. He was young and arrogant, but through those experiences grew, matured, became a better person. And in the end, he had a huge impact on those around him. In fact, he was the primary leader in devising a plan to avoid famine throughout the entire land where he lived. So Joseph is a great story. My favorite New Testament story is the Apostle Paul, who had a lot of bad luck. He had shipwrecks and was beaten and stoned and left for dead. Paul spent time in prison. Paul had a medical condition he called a thorn in the flesh that would not go away in spite of all his faith. And yet Paul used all of those trials to become more mature, more in-depth, a better Christian believer, and he used those experiences to help the people around him and continues to help us through his words in Scripture. In fact, it was Paul in the book of Philippians who was in jail, who was sick, who had all those trials in his life, and yet he was able to say, "In all things I have learned to be content."